Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, it's just something funny just happened to me. Have you ever gone through a drive-thru? Okay, you go through this drive-thru and the person on the other side, you know, the cashier, the drive-thru, whatever they're called, they don't speak loud enough, and you say, "Can you speak up?" They won't. They refuse to speak up. You know, and then you're having to say, "Can you hear me?" Okay, and then they still speak low. You can't understand them. You know, and it takes a while to get the ordered because you can't hear them what they're saying, and you repeat your order more than once. Okay, all that kind of stuff, and they seem a little bit hostile. Okay, you're not speaking loud enough, and you're going to be hostile at me, toward me, the person who's asking you to speak up. Yeah, okay, now it could just be that the speaker itself is this way, but still, if somebody is saying, "Can you speak up?" and then saying, "Can you hear me?" and they yell, "Yes, I can hear you," then they go back to saying, speaking low, you know, where you can barely hear them and understand what they're saying. You know, like that. Okay. Now, boy, this is busy all of a sudden. Well, it is 5:08 p.m. But anyway, she just seemed rather like just hostile from the beginning, actually. And but it's so low, you know, it was difficult to hear her at all, but at the same time I could tell. Got up to the window, and she was that kind of just rude. Okay, you know, just rude. And she had told me, I said, "I want this cooked fresh." Okay, I've had my experience with stuff not being cooked fresh, and this kind of food, they just have some already made up. You know, not every place. I don't do that at every place. I'm not that particular, but this kind of thing gets bad fast. Okay, and she said, "Hold on a minute." I could barely hear her. Hold on. And then she came back and said it'd be 8 to 10 minutes. You know, real low, of course. So I said, "That's okay. You know, I know it's going to take 8 to 10 minutes. That's what they tell me." Well, it actually took probably from the time I ordered. I had the receipt. The time I got the receipt was a different time than I made the order, of course. And it was about 25-30 minutes. Yeah, I'd say 25 minutes. And that's a different. Well, here's the thing. Okay, the weird thing that happened. As about the time that I should have gotten the order, you know, the 8 to 10 minutes. The person's got a flat. It looks like no. Okay. Now around that 8 to 15 minutes. Well, which one did she say now? But anyway, either one, 8 to 15 minutes still wasn't there at that time. But I saw her leave with the bag out. You know, I could see in my rearview mirror because she told me, "Go park over there." Felt like saying, "Look, little missy, don't you speak to me that way." You know, it's rude. Anyway, so I park over there, you know, and then at that time, like I said, I see her walking out. Well, yeah, she walks out, but with the bag of food, she does walk out. And my car lets me know whenever somebody's near. So she walks out with that bag, and then she keeps walking, and keeps walking, and keeps walking. And she's looking around like she's trying to find me. But no, she goes and apparently walked home. She was walking somewhere. It wasn't toward me. And she, you know, got well down the road before they actually got where I couldn't even see her. And it was kind of far where she was walking. So that wasn't mine, but I took a video of it. I did. Because the way she was so rude to me, so smart aleck. And then apparently, you know, I could see it must have been a shift change at 5, you know. And then to see her walking off, going home with a bag of food, you get the gist. But I took a video of her walking away. I I was making videos. I was sitting here making a video, and I was wrapping my video up anyway. So I was not sitting here, but sitting there. So it was just a thing to do. The moment it hit my head, hey, why not take a video? Do you think about stuff like that? Like if you're in a situation that's kind of weird, and you have that opportunity to make a little video, if you're a person who makes videos with your cell phone, you know, do you think like that? Do you think, okay, maybe I should do that, video it? I can tell you, I went to a doctor's office before, and it was a new place for me, and I was going back, and something just wasn't right, so I videoed the conversation. I'm the patient. It's not a HIPAA thing, because I'm the patient. I was the only one in there. And anyway, well, actually, they had the office manager. Something was wrong about it all. I said, I'm not, happy with this, and I'm videoing it. Oh, we should stop because she's videoing it. Really? Why would you want to stop if you're being videoed? You see what I'm saying? And this is a doctor's office. There should not be anything going, that's wrong going on that you can't allow it to be videoed. Really. There's no other patient in the room. It doesn't break HIPAA because it's me. And depending on where you live, you don't have to even inform them. So it depends on where you live, state, country, whatever. In some countries and some states, you do have to inform them. Others, some of them, I don't know all of them. I'm not that kind of lawyer or whatever. But if you know you're being recorded, you're one of the parties knowing they're being recorded. But it just depends, like I said, from what I understand. But like I also said, I'm not any of that legal stuff. So anyway, I just thought that was such a weird, how did I get off on that, going down that road? But it was such a weird thing. And also, when I looked over at her and she was doing that like she was trying to find somebody, I think she really was playing a game. I mean, she was going home, of course, but at the same time, because she was smiling and laughing, or maybe she's just weird. When you get down to it, maybe she was just weird. Okay, yep, and we all know there are weird people out there. Some can be. Because that was pretty strange. It really was. And when I did call, like I said, and I asked the guy, I said, where's my, or did I say that? I asked the guy, I said, this is when I ordered it, this is when I got the receipt. And I said, it's a lot longer than that. And he said, oh, well, yours is, it actually would always take at least 15 minutes. And then he gave me this thing of this and that and the other. And he said, but yours is on the way out. I said, good. Okay, honestly now, the older I get, the less I like to hear all that blah, 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 blah. Excuses. Okay, but you go back to it, she told me 8 to 10, it was 8 to 10 minutes, I think. Or 8 to 15. Either way, it was, what did I say, 25, probably? Why would she ask them, then turn around and tell me a different answer? Some people just do whatever it is when they have an attitude problem, And I really do think that she had an attitude problem. Plus, she was getting off work. Maybe she was tired, but I'm not going to make excuses for her. You shouldn't treat people that way. Just because you're having something, and I'm not talking about you, but that's how I talk. You're having something wrong in your life, that the other people are not there for you to take it out on them. That's not their position in this world. It's not all about you. Okay, I think the bus must have broken down. The bus driver was sitting on the ground outside of the bus. That was kind of, I feel for him because it's a warm day. Finally, but then later on the week, we're going to have a really cold nighttime, 3 of them this week. I'll talk to you in another video.